Good day, sir. My name is Riley P. Agodolo, the first reporter. So our topic for today is entitled The Political Self in Being a Filipino. Learning content. The Philippines emerged in the 1890s after over 3 centuries of colonization of the Spaniard. Foreign culture, beliefs, language, and religion have made a huge dent on our own by setting a foundation to the contemporary Filipino identity and culture. So those are our learning content. Who is Filipino? Filipino renowned personalities like Manny Pacquiao, Lea Salonga, and Michael Cinco, who have made Filipino recognized around the world through their activities. Because of them, a lot of people from different countries know Philippines. Independence Day and Buwan ng Wika celebration prompt us to go back to our roots and reflect on the question, who is Filipino? We can easily know of that person is Filipino because they celebrated Independence Day, Buwan ng Wika, and other Filipino activities or celebration. Filipino are citizens or people identified with the country of the Philippines. Filipinos are renowned for being joyful people who try to show warmth where they can, compliments people's effort and hospitality. Through this personality, you can identify if that a person is Pinoy or Pinay because of being joyful even though if that person has a problem. Even me, I can bring joyful to others even though I have a problem. And that's what Filipino is, being a source of happiness to others. According to the 1987 Philippines Constitution, Filipino citizens include those born to Philippine parents, those born before January 17, 1973 of Filipino mothers electing citizenship of majority, and those naturalized Filipino identify is deeply shaped by culture and history, influencing value and traits shared among those born and raised the same culture. How to be a good Filipino? Being a good Filipino involves embracing the values of hospitality, respectful elders, strong family ties, and a sense of community. Show kindness, be respectful, and contribute positively to your community. So the following are the few ways on how to be a good Filipino. The first one, be an active Filipino. Good Filipino citizen is aware of the current events and participates in government programs that aim for the country's progression and development. To be an active Filipino citizen, stay informed about current events in the Philippines by regularly reading news sources and staying updated on social, political, and economic developments. Pagiging kasangkot sa mga gawain ng mamamayan at pag-unawa sa mga isyu na kinakaharap ng bansa like poverty, corruption, healthcare challenges, education disparities, environmental concern, and political developments. So the second one, study the Philippine history. The road of the Philippine history is long and bloody, and by learning and fully understanding the events of the Philippine history. So, being a good Filipino is to study Philippine history. Nakakamtan ng tao ang mas malalim na pagpapahalaga sa identidad ng Filipino at sa mga salik na nagbibigay anyo sa bansa. Pangatlo, support local products. When you buy local products, you do not only support local manufacturer and businessman, but you also help strengthen the local economy. Sa pagbili ng mga kalakal na kagayang lokal, direkta kang nakakatulong sa kabuhayan ng mga Pilipinong manggagawa at negosyante. Ang ganitong suporta ay tumutulong sa pagpapanatili ng mga lokal na industriya, pagbibigay ng mas maraming oportunidad sa trabaho at pagpapalakas sa ekonomiya. Pang-apat, speak the Filipino language. The history of Filipino language was as long and hard as the Philippine history. Jose Rizal highlighted the importance of speaking a national language as the way of displaying the love one's country. Ito talaga ang pinaka-importante sa lahat kasi being a good Filipino, know his or her language. Dapat ka talagang marunong magsalita ng wikang Filipino dahil ito ang nagpapakita ng pagmamahal sa sariling bansa at pagpapahalaga sa kultura. Panglima, do not spread fake news and be democratic in engaging with dissent. The internet in the Philippines enables communication between overseas Filipino and their families, but also facilitates the widespread dissemination of fake news. Engaging in global political discussion underscores the need for Filipino to verify online information, practice tolerance and disagreements, and argue intelligently without resorting to name calling. Alam naman natin na tayong mga Filipino ay mahilig magkalat ng mga fake news. Kagaya na lang ngayon, marami nang lumalabas sa internet na mga fake news. Dapat nating iwasan ang mga ganyan para tayo ay maging isang mabuting Filipino.
So, I am Nakara Angel Kate. My topic is Filipino values and traits. Second, the Filipino hospitality, and last, respect for elders. Filipino values and traits. The Philippines is Alan's paradise, famous for its grandiose mountain views, pristine beaches, and rich and diverse cultures changing from province to province. While the Philippines may be well known for its awe-inspiring beauty, perhaps the Filipinos' unique streets, reputable values, and incredible talents make the country a place to be. Tourists who have visited the Philippines can never forget the big and smiles that greeted them, the colorful and loud jeepneys and common. Filipino phrases such as mabuhay and salamat. And their habits is saying po and opo for elders. And then the next is the Filipino hospitality. Filipinos welcome their guests, tourists, as if they are their own brothers and sisters. We always make the guests feel at home, offering them something to eat or even a place to stay. Filipinos also anticipate giving tours to friends who will visit their hometown and treating them to the best restaurants and delicacies for free. Example like Fiesta Festival, like naipagawas nila lang mga Chinaware, like they will bring out their best sets of plates and Chinaware for their honored guests and even go as far as spending a lot of money and going to them just so they can satisfy them. Like they are also found of giving pasalubong or tokens from their travels and pabaon for farewell gifts to their visitors. My last report is respect for elders. Filipino greet their elders by kissing their hands and saying mano po and constantly using po and opo in conversation. Saying mano po is kanananda naman natin sa mga lola, lolo, na makita nato sila or maduol or masubay, silang aminan, mano po like that na maamin kasaya, then it's is a respectful elders and constantly using po and opo is also respect to elders that ato ani siyang magamit sa mga uban pang tawo nga itong makasalamuha sa itong pagrespeto sila sa pag-istorya po and opo in conversation.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Almarjorie Moreno, and my topic is about close family ties. Filipinos maintain a tight relationship with their families, regardless if the children are old enough and already have families of their own. They are also fond of family reunions during birthdays, holidays, or fiesta years round. Some Filipino families even OPT to live a big house where everyone can stay together. Nursing homes are always not an option for family members and choose to take care of their elders themselves. So, kita mga Pilipino, um, naanda na yun nato no na ang kada pamilya na once na kuan gani kaning mag di gyud sila ganahan na mag kuan magbulag. So bisan gani na sa usa ka pamilya yang anak nanay minyo na or nanay anak narigyapon sa balay sang ginikanan kay tungod um, kita mo kung mga Pilipino di ta ganahan na mabulag gyud sa tong mga pamilya kay daan pa man sa una no na sa nang panahon gyud na ang mga Pilipino gyud na di gyud sila ganahan mabulag silang pamilya. Bisan kaning ang ilang mga anak na naikaw pamilya wala na nagkuya silang balay pero um, nagtukod gyapon sa balay dool sa iyang mama or papa ba kay tungod na ganahan sila na everyday or kadadlaw gyud na kita sila siyang ginikanan mga tito tita nila muni naandon sa mga Filipino families and also reunion. So Filipinos um, mga Pilipino din no na every year yun siguro na every year na permente gid sila mag reunion even kami na family Moreno family kada year gid may mag reunion so mo na even holidays and birthdays na kinahanglan gyud na kompleto gyud basta na yung mga okasyon na mahitabo about sa pamilya nagyud tanan kung mahimo lang pero mo na gina siya ang Filipino families na di gyud sila ganahan na magbulag-bulag or malagyo sa usag-usa. So next are if napo din no kanang nursing homes are almost always not an option for family members and choose to take care of their elders themselves. So i-relate ang po na mo sa among pamilya no na ang akong lola ug lolo na kuan matigulang naman gid sila so tulo sila kaigsoon sa akong papa no so magpuli-puli ra sila og atimas akong lola lolo kuan na sunod tuig na napod si lola lolo sa pikas balay then sa mua so maura po na no sa usapod sa Filipino families na kanang mga lolag lolo na namo or ang mga tigulang na may daran so kung na sila mga anak dito gid sila mopuyo dayon kung nayo sila ubang igsoon usay pod ilang puli-pulihan og atiman ilang ginikanan kay mo lagi namin ngawon pod sila na di kita siyempre tigulang na ana so next are cheerful personality. Filipinos have a habit of smiling and laughing a lot. They smile when they are happy or sometimes even when they are sad or angry. Smiling has been a copy strategy for many Filipinos, especially during trying times and calamities. For instance, Filipinos smile and wave at the camera while being interviewed even after a fire or flooding incident. They always try to maintain a positive outlook in life, which make them resilient and able to manage almost everything with a smile, with a simple smile. So, kita Filipinos no na sige kita og smile always kay mo ni atong way na ipakita nato na wala ta hadlok, wala ta nasuko, wala ta tagni wala tay problema so di na to kuano na kanang atong mga problema iligid pud ta og ngisi-ngisi lang even na dagko kitag problema sa kinabuhi always ta og think positive and even in calamities no so uban makuha na to sa balita na gibahan na sila sa pa na nasunugan lindol na even ka nang magbaha na ang uban na sa ato pero makita po nato sa uban na Pilipino na even nagiba sila ang uban ligo ra sig katawa nagi uban yung nana na even na dako sila problema pero gipaagi lang la sa pag smile para mawala or maibsan ilang problema na mga nahitabo aksidente. Then, um, self-sacrifice. The self-sacrifice attitude of Filipinos can be seen in extension of Filipino hospitality. Filipinos go out of their way to extend help to their friends, families, and loved ones. They wish comfort and better lives for their loved ones and would even go to the extent of working abroad, hundreds of miles away to earn more money and save up for them. Overseas Filipino workers sacrifice a lot. That is why they are regarded as the modern day Filipino heroes. There are also times when the eldest among the children of the family will give up school to work and provide for the rest of the family and educate his or her siblings. So, kanisa no na kuan na ako po mama kay overseas so layo pod then anda na po sa Pilipino no na matugyod og mga sa lain nasod na magtrabaho para kuan matagan og support ilang family, children's or even lang mga ginikanan para matagan pod og mayong panginabuhi, maka-provide sila sa education o uban pa kay kung diri ra pud manggod sa Philippines di man ingon na gamay rag sweldo or pangitawon jud po kayo og trabaho.
So, good day everyone. My name is Carl Lawrence Diamantiad. So, ang topic nga na science ako maong kaning bayanihan. Bayanihan is the spirit of communal unity and cooperation of Filipinos. It is also about giving without expecting something in return. Filipinos are always ready to share and help their friends and loved ones who are in need. It may not always be in monetary form, but the time and effort they give also count as a form of help for them. This trait is particularly manifested on how Filipinos relay themselves to send aid to those who are severely affected by natural calamities. So, ang kani daw bayanihan, as we Filipino, na daw tay karakter o espiritu sa bayanihan. Kung maingon tag bayanihan, gaingon diri nga, it is a spirit of unity and cooperation. Atong pagpakikiusa o kooperasyon. Ug dili lang na, but it's also about giving without expecting something in return. Muna ang pagtabang nga wala taga-expect kung say ibalos nila sa tuwa. Munang gaingon po dira sa pulong sa Ginoo nga kung mo tabang ta, dili pud ta mo expect sa kung say atong madawat sa atong gitabangan. Kay ang amahan nga nakakita sa langit sa atong gibuhat mo'y muhatag mo mutabang mo reward sa atong nabuhat. Mo nang Filipinos are Filipinos are always ready to share and help their friends and loved ones who are in need. It may not always be in monetary form, but the time and effort they give also count as a form of help for them. So kita daw as a Filipino, we always ready to share and help our friends or loved ones. Siyempre kita sa panahon nga nanginhanglan ta tabang sa Ginoo. Siyempre ang Ginoo wala nagduwa-duwa. Wala ta niya gipakya sa panahon nga mosangpit ta. Ug iya tang gitabangan. Manong kung kinsa pud ta aron dili mo tabang sa uban, di ba? Manang we Filipinos, we are ready to share and help our friends and loved ones. But kaingon po dira sa Bible nga, dili lang po daw ang atong mga hinigugma nga atong dapat tabangan, kundi ang atong pong mga kaaway. Tungod kay ang Ginoo maayo man sa mga taong dili mapasalamaton ug mahigugmaon sa mga taong makasasala. Mao nang kining atong time ug effort also count daw as a form of help para sa ilaha. So bahala na. Bahala na is the Filipino version of the famous line, Hakuna Matata, meaning no worries. The praise is said to have originated from Bahala na, where Bathala na means God, and the praise meaning leaving everything into God's hand. It can also be viewed as something similar to cheerful and positive attitude of Filipinos and allowing situation take care of themselves instead of worrying about them. So kanidang bahala na sa Filipino version of the famous line Hakuna Matata, meaning no worries, walay kabalaka. The praise is said to have originated from Bathala na. So kani daw na originated from Bathala na, where Bathala na means God. Means leaving everything into God's hand. So kani daw maingon tag bahala na, mura po gaingon po daw tag bahala na ang Ginoo. Sa panahon nga naantay usahay kung nata sa sitwasyon nga wala ta kasabot. Usahay di ba maingon tag bahala na. Bahala na ang Ginoo. Bahala na aton mura bag atong gi kaning problema, sitwasyon nga wala nato nasabtan, mura bag atong ipasa Dios or atong gibutang or ang Ginoo nay bahala na sa tuwa. Pero dili lang po daw na ingana. Ang bahala na daw means similar po daw ni siya sa atong cheerful and positive nga attitude sa Filipinos, allowing situation take care of themselves instead of worrying about them. So, mo to ang giingon. Instead, kung nata sa sitwasyon nga wata kasabot, daghag na mga problema, wata kabalo sa ibuhaton, instead nga mag-worry ta, ato na lang ning ihatag sa kamot sa Ginoo. Bahala na ang Ginoo. Colonial mentalities are regarded as a lack of patriotism and the attitude where Filipinos favor foreign products more than their own. This does not only concern goods but also the desire to look more foreign than local and keep up the foreign beauty trends. It is a tribute to the centuries of colonization Filipinos had under the Spanish, American, and Japanese rule. Sa kanidong colonial mentality, usa ni siya sa kakulangan sa pagkigugma sa nasod. Ug nga mga pananaw nga mga Pilipino nga mas gipili ang mga produkto gikan sa laing nasod kaysa sa ilang kaugalingong produkto. So mao to ang colonial mentality nga mas gilabaw pa daw ang pagkigugma sa ang mga produkto sa laing nasod kaysa sa lokal. Salamat.
So by the way sir, this is an next reporter Jim Olsino. Our topic this story is all about mananya habit, ningas kugon, and the last is a pride. So first discuss is all about mananya habit. This is a Filipino term for the procrastination is called derived from a longer Filipino phrase called mamayana, meaning dulling things which could have been done at an earlier time. It is a poor habit a laziness that results in heavier workloads. So, kuan gani ni sir, for the example ani is kanang sugon gani kasi simong ginikanan, like dili nimo ma kuan matuman lang sugo. Dili nimo matuman lang sugo kanang sugo kag like pahugas plato, palungag, pamilo o itisira sa panadira. So once gani nga dili nimo ni matupad lang mga sugo is mo reason ni kinugnan sa mga like sa dagang mga yaw-yaw, matibad na mga gubots tungkuan. So og lahi ra bata kay once gani nga yaw-yawan ta sa atong ginikanan kay mo tibad pud ta. So mo ni sa kinahanglan og ka makuan og magubot is maninaga bit is called mamayanas. Is nigas kugon. Nigas kugon is a Filipino term for flame and kugon is a Filipino term for Kogon grass that easily burns out after it is put into flame. Dingas Kogon refers to the altitude of easily starting things but quickly losing a journey soon. After experiencing difficulty, just like how fast the fire of a Kogon grass burn out moments after being ignited. Laziness is a common problem among Filipinos. That is why Filipinos are regarded as one tamad or lazy one. So, for the example aning ni Gaskogon is kanang kasagaraan is makuha na sa bukid. So, ang sinaunang tao ani is mga like sa tuwa is mga subanin ang nakauna ning mga pan. So, ang ning Gaskogon is the term of name is Kogon. So, kaning Kogon is dagan kini sa magamit like kanang pwede sa iatop ng ihikot or unsa kuan kaning kugon is og kaning og bag-o nimo sa og butang is maatop kanang makuan ni sa madagan og pila madugta ni sa is mga limit man tay 4 years to 5 years ba kaha. So kugon. So once gani da note is kaning is kanang once gani nga laya ang kugon kanang maitsa na limo sa upos sa sigarilyo. So dali ra na ni siya mo dali mo dilaab. So more po to. Next is fried. Fried, most Filipinos hold onto their fried as if they are more precious than keeping a good relationship with family and loved ones. When two parties are not in good terms, they find it also hard to apologize and wait until the other asks for an apology first. So, for the example ani is love. For example is love. So once nga maabot nga gani mga relation ninyo is the more mga 4 years, 3 years back. So once nga kuan na sa is manatiling kuan na dyan sa kuan si mong sa dughan matapot ug unsa man napili mo nga na kuan na kasiya nga nagugmaan then isa pa nigman siya. Once nga kuan na gani sa is once nga ang bayi nga bulag for example is the bayi ng bulag. So once nga seryoso ra kayong lucky ba? Lucky yung first ako. So seryoso ra kayo. Dai. So once nga kanang bayi nga ni bulag sa kuan nga way hinungdan. So there is dili dyan na sa malimtan basta-basta. Pila pa ka man si malibay aya kuan nimo. So once is na maka kanang ganing pagbulag nga dili bay para sa ubang tao nga makakuan dayon. So napoy uban nga makaunahon dili maayo. Like kanang makakuan nang kag kuan gani kanang maka side lang ka makaunaw na kagiko makainom og unsa pa na dira tambal ba. So daga na jud kayo nakuha na ni about sa kuan gani nag kanang nagikog na jud. So wala nila napugngan sa kuan wala sa nagunaw about nga naunsa pa na sa kuan man sa mga kuan sa unsa pa na kuno nag mga dili maayo o dautan. So per kanang makuan lagi sa kuan gani kanang sa dagan pug kuan gani nga walay mga una-una nga usa ka himtang silang mga pamilya or daris kanang kuan ba kanang wala kuan for the note is kanang mukha lang ka kanang kanang naay magpa-apology nimo nga usa ka kuan nimo nga kanang usa ka duulan nimo like family relatives or kanang friends. So kanang usar pod sila nga usap pod sila makakuan si mo nga nakakuan og mga istorya nga kuan kay para mauna na nimo nga dili jud mayo ang pag suicide. So dali ra kay mo usa pa ni dira nga dili nimo madayon kay mo lagi kay dako kay nasag sala sa tungkan. So this to thank you sir. This is a report. Thank you. So maura to.
Good day, everyone. My name is Remy Casas, and I'll be discussing the 3 Filipino values and traits. First, crab mentality. Filipinos are widely recognized for their warm hospitality and resilient, cheerful personalities. However, within this positive cultural tapestry exists the shadow of crab mentality, where envy and resentment hinder collective progress. Crab mentality. This is a toxic trait among Filipinos, where one resents the achievement of another. Instead of feeling happy for that person, just like crabs in a container, they pull each other down and ruin each other's reputation rather than bringing them up and resulting to no progress. There's a saying that a rising tide lifts all boats, but a crab mentality will sink them. Similarly, in human interactions, individuals with crab mentality may attempt to pull or ruin the success of others rather than supporting and celebrating their achievements. Filipino time. Filipinos have this kind of attitude of arriving late and commitments, dinner or parties, especially if they are meeting someone close to them. They tend to not observe punctuality altogether. The 7 p.m. call time becomes adjusted to 7:30 p.m. and almost everyone arrives at the same time because everyone is using Filipino time. The lack of punctuality may convey a lack of respect for others' time, diminishing the perceived value of a relationship. And over time, repeated instances of tardiness can lead to strained communication and weakened connection as individuals may feel neglected or unimportant. If we value and respect other people, we should stop that kind of attitude for us to build and maintain good relationship towards other people or to our loved ones. Filipino markers. The evolving landscape of entertainment references among Filipinos reflects a notable shift away from the appreciation of indigenous crafts, music, and films. While there is a global admiration for Filipino talents like pop group SB19, a disconcerting trend persists, where a substantial portion of Filipino audience appear more inclined to support foreign acts, particularly for the Korean pop or K-pop industry. This inclination, while understandable given the global popularity of K-pop, raises concerns about the diminishing support for homegrown talents and cultural expressions.
Thanks, sir. Good morning, everyone. Proverbs or salawika in Filipino proverbs is the saying kung may tiyaga, may dilaha, which means that hard work will be rewarded if one is present. Proverbs classified into six. A. Proverbs expressing a general attitude towards life and the laws that govern. Example, naghatag sila og kaalam sa sentido komon, nagdugang sa awtoridad og dikaktisismo sa sosyo-political nga diskurso. B. Ethical proverbs recommending certain virtues and condemning certain vices. C. Proverbs expressing a system of values. D. Proverb, Proverbs expressing general truths and observation about life and human nature. E. Humorous proverbs and miscellaneous proverbs. Superstition. Beliefs or practice that are based on irrational or supernatural. Filipino have related this superstition according to their own experience, and this something and up even more interesting.
Good day, everyone. These are the continuation of our report in Group 5, the myths and legend. We all know that the Philippines are rich in culture and history. Myths and legends have sprung about things that are beyond one's imagination. At these stories are aimed to explain the origin of things. At the same time, teach a valuable lesson. Myths are stories that are passed down about how or why something come to be. Agingon dire nga ang myths is usa ka story nga ugiunsa pag himo ang usa ka butang. And legend are designed to teach a lesson about a real person in history with a few facts dramatically changed. And this is the example, a famous example Filipino legend is about the origin of the pineapple fruit. It is a story about a young and lazy girl named Pina who always asks where her mother kept the things she needed without looking for them first. When Pina's mother got tired of being asked where she did her things, her mother wishes that ice be planted on Pina's face so she would start using them. To her mother's surprise, the next morning, Pina was gone and a fruit sprang in the yard, implanted with ice all around its body, which was later called piña, the Filipino term for pineapple. And those are the example of myths and legend. Next is the heroes and icons. Heroes serve as a reminder of true patriotism and nationalism as they have sacrificed their lives for the sake of their country's freedom and progress. When we talk about heroes and icons, ang una ginato hunaunan is kining ang pop up sa tong hunahuna is kani gyud si Lea Salonga and Manny Pacquiao. Maria Lea Carmen Imutan Salonga, also known as Lea Salonga, is a Filipino singer and actress. She is best known for her roles in various musical theatre productions internationally. She has received numerous accolades including a Laurence Olivier Award, a Tony Award, and a FAMAS Award. And Emmanuel Dapidran Pacquiao is a Filipino politician and former professional boxer, nicknamed Pacman. He is regarded as one of the greatest professional boxers of all time. He previously served as a senator of the Philippines from 2016 to 2022. Nailan sila tungod sa ilang mga na-achievement. Every year we lend a whole day to celebrate our heroes, usually the last Monday of August, to remember their greatness. Nganong sa last day of August man gyud i-celebrate ang National Heroes Day? It's because the holiday traces its roots to the cry of Pugan Lawin on August 1896, which marked the beginning of the Philippine Revolution. The date and the location of the cry has been long disputed from 1911 to 1962. The cry was thought to have emanated from Balintawak, known in modern-day Balingasa, Quezon City, on August 26. Bravery and resilience that has led to the freedom we know today. Famous Filipino icons such as Lea Salonga, Manny Pacquiao, and the very own national hero which is si Jose Rizal also serve as important Filipino marker as they have made the Filipino name for more pronounced worldwide through their own expertise. And that's all my report, and thank you everyone.